am here with my beautiful sister queen. Would you introduce yourself?
My name is Jacquelynn Cardin, and currently I live in Galveston, Texas, which is a little island off the coast of Texas, but originally I'm from Buffalo, New York.
Okay. Could you tell us a little bit about your pageant system?
I am involved in YAMI and YMI, which is Young American Miss International and Young Miss International. Currently, it's the only pageant system that I do because I really love the director and I love what they stand for.
Tell us about what your title is and what all involves into this and how long the commitment is, because it's not just a traditional 1 year reign.
No, it's not. It's a lot more involved. So last year I did have a 1 year reign. It was Young Miss International in the classic division. This year I got to crown you, and I thought the fun was over. I was wrong. I was sitting in the audience and they were getting ready to do the last titles of the day when they announced the Young Miss International Ambassador title. It is a 2-year title, and you get to continue working on your platform, representing the system, encouraging others to compete in YAMI and YMI. And so when they called my name, I was like, yes, yes. And everybody was chanting, 2 more years, 2 more years, yes. Because it's a 2-year title where I am the Young Miss International Ambassador. I am so honored to be representing YMI for 2 years. So we get to reign together for a year. Yes. And then I'll have 1 more year involved in the pageant system with active aging.
And tell the viewers, why do you love YAMI? I mean, the Young American Miss International is the, I would say, parent, and then YMI is the higher title, which is the Young Miss International. But tell us why you love the system so much.
It all starts with the director. Miss Sabrina Cadriel is the director. And when you're choosing a pageant system, you need somebody who is available, kind, relatable, can give you some advice or guidance, answer your questions. Sabrina is always available. She's, like I said, extremely kind and very professional.
Yes.
You're looking for a professional system that is fair. And this was the one I happened upon that my daughter, I remember my daughter had done this system maybe 7 or 8 years ago. And I thought, I wonder if they have a division that I could do. And so that's why I chose this division. I enjoy having a great director. I also enjoy what the pageant stands for with its community service work, developing a platform, the sisterhood. Yes. I love the sisterhood. I love meeting everyone at the pageant. From our initial meeting on, it's as if everybody just got along.
Okay, Jacquelynn, tell us a little bit about your platform.
My platform, it came about sort of organically. I felt like I was in a rut. I wasn't doing anything. I was sitting on the couch watching TV. I wasn't really involved in my community at all. And so I thought, what can I do to stay active as I get older? And when I decided to do a pageant, I thought, wow, that's my platform, active aging. So my platform, active aging, stands for being involved physically, mentally, just being out there in your community, getting involved in things that you may never have even thought of trying before, or things that you're really interested in.
So tell us why you started competing in pageants, because I know you told a little bit about it with your platform, but I mean, really, what is the meat and potatoes of why you competed in, and especially this particular pageant?
Well, I started in pageants. I've only done one or two other pageants, and I think it was 33 or 35 years ago. It was a long time ago. I did the Miss Cheektowaga pageant. Cheektowaga stands for Land of the Crabapple. And I didn't win the first year, but I won the second year. And I had a speech, summer, spring, winter, fall, Cheektowaga has it all. And I won that year. And I think that kind of got me a little bit hooked on pageants. But I didn't do another pageant until I was 57 years old, 56 years old. My daughter did a few pageants for 1 year. She came out of her room when she was a teenager and said, Mom, I want to do a pageant. And I thought, gosh, what pageant system? So I started researching, and I came across Young Miss International, Young American Miss International.
Mhm.
And I loved what they stood for. They stood for really getting involved in your community and a lot of volunteer work, finding a platform, no matter how old you are. You could be a baby or in kindergarten, and you can still find a platform. You can still find a theme of something you're either interested in or something you really want to improve in or get involved in your community. They stress volunteer work. They stress getting involved in your community. And I can't say that word enough, community. Just get involved and find something you love to do. So that I found active aging.
Mhm.
I joined a health club here on the island, and it's basically for island people.
Mhm.
That's very well known, and all people who live here on the island go there. We don't really draw from anywhere else. It was all older ladies my age, and they said, "Oh, why did you decide to start working out?" And I said, "I'm going to get active, and I'm going to do a pageant."
Mhm.
And, and they go, "Pageant? Like, how old are you?" It's like, "I'm 57, but I'm a classic lady, and I'm going to do a pageant." And they saw me working out every single day.
Mhm.
And then I brought in my sash to show them, and they started getting interest. "Oh, really? Well, where is this pageant? Well, what else are you doing?" And I started getting involved in the local festivals, the
Mhm.
shrimp festival, the Greek festival, the Oktoberfest. I started attending all these events with my sash, and I had a state crown, like a local crown that I would
Mhm.
wear, and people would ask, "Why are you here? What are you doing? What's this crown for?" And I started telling them all about, "Hey, I might be a classic lady, but I'm doing a pageant, and you can too." And you would not believe, every single classic lady that I've talked to about this pageant wants to do the pageant now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mhm.
That's one thing with Yemi, and we'll explain how we're connected. And Yemi, that we had the biggest division both years, the last 2 years. So, I mean, it's very much, I don't know, it's just something really special to my heart. You already, how, why would you encourage women to compete? You already basically said that.
I talk to everybody
Yeah.
about being a classic lady in pageants
Mhm.
because I believe in it. When you truly believe in something that it has added to your life, I never thought I would win. I did this as like a self-improvement, get
Mhm.
involved in your community, active aging type of thing. That was my big deal. And then when I won, I was shocked. I was truly shocked. And Patricia was my first runner-up. We were holding hands. Let's reenact. We were holding hands at the end, and you said, "You got this," and I said, "No, I don't." And you
And your
said,
mouth was.
I know. And then afterward, reenacted, we did a pinky promise. I said, "Pinky promise, you are going to compete next year, and I am going to crown you."
And
It happened. It happened.
we're gonna have to put a picture up here.
I'm crying. She's fainting. It was great. It was pandemonium. Everybody's screaming. We're all crying. It was the best. It was like, oh, I got chill bumps. Best thing ever.
Yeah, I collapsed because after wearing 4-inch heels for 4 days and just working leading up to that moment, because I spent a whole year working, when I thought Dr. Shaquana won, and when they called me as the winner, I literally, my body just, it kind of like, it just, all the adrenaline fell out, and you can see, we'll throw a picture up of her crying and a picture of me on the ground. It was the best.
It was great. It was fantastic.
Told us a little bit about yourself, but what else besides outside the world of pageantry? I know some of the things you've done in the past, which would probably surprise some people, but like, tell me about your cheer career and what you do now with dance and who you are outside of pageantry. Let me tell you, this woman is multi-talented, and she is, honest to God, down to one of the most down to earth people you'd ever want to meet. So just tell everybody a little bit about yourself outside this world.
Well, so we're gonna go way back. When I was 5 years old, I had meningitis and I survived. And back then, they didn't have physical therapy, in 1972 to help you get better and get back on your feet. So my parents put me in dance lessons. And I took dance lessons for maybe 10 years. And I decided to try out for the Buffalo Bills cheerleaders. And I made the team. I cheered there for 2 years. So I was an NFL cheerleader for 2 years. Then I moved to Florida. and I tried out for NFL Europe, and I cheered in the NFL Europe for the Orlando Thunder for 2 years.
Mhm.
Then I got smart and went to air conditioning, and I cheered for arena football for 2 years. And I was also their director. I directed professional dance teams for Roller Hockey International also. And then, you get married, you have kids. I was a flight attendant. And recently I was stuck in that rut, and I've really taken active aging over the edge because I am now a senior hip hop dancer for the NBA Houston Rockets. This is my 3rd year. So I'm out there dancing with my other senior friends. And I've got 2 other dance teams I'm involved with. The 2-2 Live crew, it's 80 women. We're all doing dance routines and parades. So we do like 5 to 10 parades all throughout the Houston area, Mardi Gras in Galveston. Our longest parade is 7 miles. So when I say active aging, you've got to practice. You got to be out there walking with your friends, practicing the dance routines. 80 women in tutus having a blast. Then the final group that I'm involved with, I auditioned for a national dance team for women over age 55. They chose 35 women, America's Golden Dream Dancers. And next week, I will be performing, oh my God, I'm going to cry, Bucket List at Disney World. And it's a half-hour show. I'm in 10 different dance routines. So I'm performing at Disney World and twice on Royal Caribbean. And I am performing on my birthday.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I'll be turning 58, and I'll be out there dancing. So you can do that too. You can be active if it's only walking your dog. If it is just attending a local art festival or a local play. Stay active as you get older and get involved with your community. Find little things that you can do to volunteer. Today, we visited an outdoor food pantry. Leave what you can, take what you need. So find little libraries, donate to little libraries. As you go about your community, you'll start finding little ways that you can do things to help your community. And if everyone does a little, you make a big difference.
Exactly. Well, Jacquelynn, thank you so much for taking the time out today, for letting me interview you for Crown Different.